Financial wellness. Reach out to them for advice at 855-DON-GINO. And now back to your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Franti.
We interview with, we put them together in one group called America's Professional Resource Group, and you can find out more information on aprgi.com. aprgi.com, America's Professional Resource Group. I'm sure you've heard our commercials. The one-stop shop for all your real estate and financial needs right there.
Yeah, it's a great group. I mean, it's really nice as we're going through the process ourselves, Don, of meeting with each one of them on a personal level. It actually helps us understand what things are missing in our lives. I mean, the truth of the matter is, like Lisa Odom in estate planning.
Yeah, I just met with her this week.
Unbelievable. If you don't have an estate plan in place, the things that can happen and the fears that, really you're leaving whatever you've worked really hard for, you're leaving it at risk that potentially, even if you don't lose it to the government in taxes, even if you don't avoid taxation, the cost of a probate is so expensive to pay for an attorney for probate. It's like tenfold the cost of a trust.
That and the cost that to your family and friends that are involved in this, because if you can make it very simple by laying out all the terms and the direction you want, it avoids any conflict with siblings and family members. And now that I put mine in play, I have to say, Gino, it's something that you and I talk about. We listen to Lisa talk about the pitfalls if you don't do it. And that's Lisa Odom with McDowell Odom, attorneys at law out here. They were great. I feel so good now. My wife and our financial house is in order now, and I feel good about it.
Well, you mentioned house, right? Because one of the things everybody says, well, I don't own an estate. I don't have 5 properties. I don't have a real estate portfolio. What do I need a trust for? And the truth of the matter is, I think Lisa oversimplified it for everyone. If you own a home, you should have a trust.
Well, how about this? This is something I didn't even think about, and this is important to my wife because we don't have children. So therefore, what is my wife's main concern in her life?
Her animals.
You got it.
No doubt about it.
I always tell her, treat me like you treat your cats, and we'll get along fine. She's never mad at them. But it was cool because she's like, hey, what about my animals? God forbid something happens to us, so we know exactly where our animals are going because that's important to her. So make sure you reach out. Check it out. There's a lot of great professionals there at aprgi.com. So let's dive into the word on wealth
I'm thinking
today.
any equity in your house goes to a new animal foundation.
Yeah, no doubt.
Shh, no ideas, Gino.
So we've changed it up. We used to do the Word on Wealth at the start of the show, which basically gave you updates on what's going on in the real estate and financial world. But the problem was it was once a week, and things changed daily. So we created something new, right, Gino?
Well, you remember when we first started the show, I remember one of our coined terms was the timely truth. Well, it wasn't very timely if it was only once a week. So there's certain things you could talk about once a week, but there's things you have to talk about every day. And today we're going to go over some of those things and some of the reports that we read and how they should guide you to see what kind of moves you're going to make next, because we know the cost of bad advice is very painful.
Well, our goal, and Gino's my goal, and always has been, is to give you as much information as possible. We don't get paid to do this. This is our gift to our clients and our community, giving back because we love what we do, doing home loans for all of our clients and our partners and stuff, and we learned something from all this. So now we relay that back to you. So we started a new video blog basically called the National Real Estate Cafe, and it's just that. It actually is being promoted nationally, and the goal of it is to give you updates on a daily, that's right, Monday through Friday, we give you an update every day of what's going on with house prices, what's going on with the economy, what's going on with financial news, all kinds of stuff, and it's only 2 minutes. And what's cool is you can see it on our website at donandgino.com or go to our new website at the nrecafe.com. nrecafe.com, which means National Real Estate Cafe. nrecafe.com.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. And you'll see our updates on a regular basis. It's amazing, and actually you can subscribe to it, and it'll be sent to you on a regular basis.
Yeah, what's nice about it is we talk about things that influence the way. So let's say, for example, you're looking at stocks, or you're looking at bonds, or you're looking to lock your rate on a loan, or you're trying to time the purchase of a home. All those things, you really need to follow the trends, and that's what Don and I focus on. Is we focus on trying to find trends in the marketplace. The way we do that is we look at hundreds and hundreds of reports, and we try to put together the pieces to see what those trends look like.
No doubt about it. So, give you some idea. We're going to actually pop up a couple of things thanks to Furman with AP Production. So, let's start off with something that's really hot. We've been warning you. What's nice is because we do this on a daily basis, we watch trends and see trends far before most people see them. In fact, we're usually 2 to 6 months ahead of the game. We call the bottom of the market 6 months ahead of anyone else, or anyone that's willing to throw it out there. So one of the things we've been sharing with you is the heating up of the real estate market. A lot of people are talking about that we're going to go into a second bubble, and we've been telling you, no way. All the trends are saying hot, hot, hot. So let's pop up this first slide, Furman, with pending home sales. We've been telling you that it's going to be heating up and it's going to hit its peak. And guess what? This chart you'll see, pending home sales was up a whopping 12% year over year. That's huge, Gino.
It's a fantastic number. And, you know, Don, what's really interesting about this is we did a report on the National Real Estate Cafe. I'm going to say it was either late December or early January. And what Don and I looked at is we said, take a look at this chart. It's showing that foot traffic is up.
No doubt
So
about
you're
it.
not going to see that on the news, right? You're not going to see a foot traffic report, but we're looking at those reports to see, because if you've got increased foot traffic, it's one of the first precursors to pending home sales. And here it is verified. Now that we're getting out of the winter and getting into the spring months, pending home sales are booming.
Okay. Now, to back that up, supply and demand, obviously we always teach you, controls the prices that you pay. And due to the fact that the market's heating up and our inventory has decreased, we're now in a seller's market right now, the prices we were watching go, they peaked out at 13.7% in 2014. That's up from a negative 19% in 2009. And you can see this chart, Furman can pull up, and they call the Case-Shiller Home Price Index report. So the price index started going down, and Gino likes to talk about, I'll let you share how we couldn't maintain.
Yeah, the thing is, it's unsustainable to have double-digit growth in an economy, because the way that happens when you're looking at a nationwide number like this is you've got places like California, or where we saw 25% growth here in our local market. Well, 25% annually, in 3 years a home will double. You can't sustain that. It's not affordable. The only reason that happened is because we were, as Don likes to say, in the doldrums.
Yep.
And because prices were so undervalued compared to wages. That's the only reason that we were able to successfully see double-digit gains across the nation. So now we looked at a more stable market, a more seasonal market, expecting last year, with a bad start off to the year last year, we expected somewhere between a 4 and 8% return was our projection. We ended in the high fours, actually,
right,
kind of overall nationwide. And the thing me personally this year, I think it's a lot hotter. I don't see the inventory. Rates are really low. I think we've got a recipe for 8%. So if you make 8% on a $400,000 home, that's a $32,000 gain this year.
Not too shabby. So the report just came out, this Case-Shiller report, showing that we warned you that it was going to not continue to slide. It was going to bounce back up, and it did. We're at 4.6% year-over-year price increase. So that means you need to take action, and you need to take action by staying tuned to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show. That's right, every Saturday, 9 to 10 a.m. And we have Steve Korn, owner of Newhall S, going to join us real soon, and we're going to go over some great numbers, some great information that you need to know. So thank you for tuning in. We'll be right back.